Scrappy Planner people, it's Tracy Reed here, and I am bringing you a quick tutorial video on how I created the pocket for my die cuts and the sequin shaker pocket thing bookmark that I created for my Cocoa Daisy Autumn Whimsy planner. And I was just showing you what I used, which were these plastic gift bags or like bakery bags that I got off of Amazon, and it is the perfect size for a little pocket to store my die cuts in, as well as a pocket for the bookmark I want to create. So I am trimming down these pockets. They have little flaps on the top that I'm trimming down so that they don't get laminated. So what's cool about this is the plastic pocket that you put in these laminating pouches keeps the laminated pouch from sticking to itself and creates a little pocket inside that when you trim the top of the laminated part off is usable. And what I was thinking was that if I had to pull my die cuts in and out of the original packaging every time I wanted to use them, it's just not something that I would do. I've found that it's not something that I do very often when it comes to my planner, at least. I use a lot of die cuts in my scrapbooking, but when it comes to my planner, it just feels inconvenient to me. So I wanted a little pocket that I could put in the rings of my planner that would store the die cuts so that they wouldn't like flip around and fall off and fall out. And then it would be easy to take in and out of the planner itself. So I've laminated 2 different size plastic pockets here, and I am trimming it down so that I have enough room on one side to add ring holes, and then on the other side I get as close as I can to the edge of the pocket without actually opening it up, just for neatness. I'm going to trim off the very top of this pocket as well so that it opens up that little pocket on the inside, and voila, I can stick my hand in it now and I can stick the die cuts in. So I'm going to have to do that with both pockets, the die cut one and the sequin one, and then I will show you how I close up the sequin one so that the sequins don't fall out. So I'm just trimming it up a little bit more, making it nice and clean. Then I'm going to put the die cuts in, just make sure that they all fit. I want them all facing the same way because I'm anal retentive that way. So I'm trying to put them in a big old group, and of course some fall out. Then I need to add holes, and I'm going to snip the holes so that I can just pull the pocket in and out of the rings without having to open up the rings. So now I've trimmed off the top edge of this pocket as well. So you can see, I'm going to put my sequins in now. And I'm going to do that, and I put way too many in to begin with. I think I dumped the whole sequin pocket in, or the whole pouch in. Dun dun dun. Yeah, that's way too many, Tracy. Whoops. Okay, let's put some back. Still too many. So I really like the look of the sequins. I am not a very frou-frou kind of planner. I'm not like big on having all of these additional things in my planner besides, you know, what I need. But I couldn't resist creating something with these beautiful sequins from the Autumn Whimsy collection, and I decided to put this cute little fairy in the middle of the pouch as well because why not? I wanted to use her, and she looks really cute all stuck in there with all those sequins. So I'm using just regular old Scotch tape to seal up the top, and that is going to keep all of my sequins from falling out. There we go. a little bit more. And now it's ugly though, so we got to cover this up with something. So I'm going to grab the doilies that came in the collection. I'm going to use this pretty brown one, and I'm just going to fold it right over the top, so you won't be able to see the Scotch tape anymore. I'm just going to staple it right on. Then I need to add something to the doily just to make it pretty. I like the doily as it is, but it just needs to be decorated. So I'm going to look for some stickers to put on there. And there's a fairy in the pocket, so I'm going to add some fairies to the top as well. So I add in this little curved mushroomy thing, which I thought just went with the curve of the doily really well. It's like a little flower cluster with a mushroom in it. Then I decide that I want to add some fairies to it, so I change my mind and do this one as well, or instead, and it goes with the curve of the doily too. So then I add a couple of little cutesy fairies to the cluster. Just something nice and decorative for the top there. This one's sitting on a toadstool. And then it matches the fairy on the inside. So now I need to put them in the rings. So I'm going to use the dashboard as a template, using a clip to make sure it doesn't move. Two clips. And then I'm going to snip the holes. Just cut a little rectangle from the hole to the edge of the laminated part so that you can pull the shaker pocket and the pocket itself for the die cuts in and out of the rings without having to open them up, which is important because the more you open up your rings, the more used they get and they can start getting misaligned. I'm just going to trim off a little bit of excess. A lot of excess. It takes me a second to get it all off there because I did cut it off centered. And full disclosure, this initial one that I made was definitely like crooked and I couldn't take it, so I made a second one. But you get the gist. Just make sure yours isn't crooked like mine. Trying to decide where I want to put it, and I'm actually going to use it as a divider for my month on 2 pages eventually. But she's so cute! Now I have to do the same thing with the pocket for the die cuts, and that's actually going to go inside the pocket I made in my setup video, right in the center in the rings. So I'm just repeating the process of cutting the holes, and this pocket is almost exactly big enough for the holes to go right to the edge, so I'm just being really careful with where I put them. Okay, there we go. Now I can punch the holes just like with the shaker pocket. We are just about done here. I love how simple and easy this was. This video is only sped up a tiny bit, so the whole process probably took about 20 minutes. And now I have something useful for my planner, which is this pocket, and it's going to make my life so much easier when trying to use these die cuts. And then I have something pretty too, which is the shaker pocket. And again, like I said, I'm not huge on the really decorative, useless sort of things in my planner. but I just couldn't resist with those adorable sequins. And it's good to get out of your like zone every now and then and really you know, just play around a little bit, which is what I was feeling like doing on this night. So I'm going to add these little sticker sheets in here too. I don't know if they're going to stay in there because they're kind of hard to get in and out. They're like the perfect size, but we'll see. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. And if you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy Ann Marie. Alright, thank you.